Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to the second program in the series of IALD India's Lighting Saturdays 2020 events. I am Shrujana, a student member of IALD, and I have Dashak with me, who is a junior associate member of IALD and a lighting designer based out of Hyderabad. Both of us will be the hosts for this evening.
ILD is the International Association of Lighting Designers headquartered in Chicago. Last year was marked the 50th anniversary year of IALD. Under the leadership of Mr. Babu Shankar and Dr. Amardeep Dugar, ILD India chapter became a reality in 2015. Under ILD India, a number of hands-on lighting workshops were conducted in various colleges across the country. The workshop held in the month of February was the last one before the pandemic hit. Considering that everyone is stuck in their homes for the near future, Dr. Amardeep conceptualized a series of fun events to bring the lighting community together, have fun, and share knowledge. With the help of ILD headquarters team Joe and Kelly, along with all the other ILD India members, including coordinators Tejas and Nikhil, these series of events are now actually happening.
The first event, the lighting bloopers, had an amazing response from all of you. We thank each one of you on behalf of IALD and ILD India chapter for all the love and support. This week, to test your lighting knowledge and attention to details, we have an interesting visual quiz to make your Saturday inquisitive and yet learn something new. Now let's get to the rules of the quiz. The quiz consists of 4 rounds, 3 preliminary rounds and 1 final round. We have 9 contestants or quizzers divided into groups of 3 for each of the 3 preliminary rounds, 1, 2, and 3. Each round will have 15 questions, 5 per contestant, with each question carrying 1 point. A contestant with the highest score of points from each of these 3 rounds will be declared a winner. The 3 winners from each of these preliminary rounds then enter the final round. They will be shooted with another 15 questions, again 5 per contestant. The first, second, and third place winners will be decided based on the points scored by the contestants, with the contestant scoring the highest points being declared the final winner of the quiz. In case there's a tie between the contestants, we would like to have a tiebreaker to decide the winner. In case there's a tie within the tiebreaker, we will have to flip a coin and decide the winner. The final round consists of only 3 top winners so as to decide who the final winner is. And all these 3 winners will be given the cash prizes, either Paytm vouchers or Amazon vouchers.
All right, let's get started with the quiz. We have the preliminary round 1, and we have our first participant, Chaitanya. Can you turn on your camera, Chaitanya?
Yeah, hi Dashak.
Hi Chaitanya, good evening. Welcome to the
Good evening.
Welcome to the ILD quiz.
Yeah, thank you.
Chaitanya is an architect and a furniture manufacturer. He considers himself to be a lifelong learner, committed to his dream of leading a broad spectrum enterprise in the reforming design and build sector. So Chaitanya, how's the lockdown been for you? Anything interesting that you'd like to share with us?
So yeah, lockdown has been easy for me because I come from a farmhouse setting, and luckily my office also kind of falls in the same premises, so I could do a lot of productive tasks as well.
That's good to hear, and we're glad that you could get some productivity out of this lockdown.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's jump to the quiz. I think everyone's really excited for this. So first question, please. Chaitanya, here is your question. Not only does this bridge change lighting effects when it senses humans encountering it, but it also hits the mark in messaging from its sponsor: connections, luminous pathways, speed, and creativity. Please name this project. And your options are A, E Plus Bridge, B, Telefonica Bridge, C, Telecom Bridge, D, T-Mobile Bridge.
I would go with B, Telefonica Bridge.
Unfortunately, Chaitanya, that's the wrong answer. The right answer is C, Telecom Bridge.
Oh,
The Telecom Bridge is located in Bonn, Germany. It was honored with the IALD Radiance Award in the year 2011. And this project was lighting designed by Lichtkunstlicht AG, a lighting design practice based out of Germany. What's special about this project is it has a dynamic lighting concept with interactive elements. The design accents the sweeping filigree architecture of the bridge. The bridge changes its lighting effects when it senses the humans encountering it and hits the mark in messaging from its main sponsor, that is connections, luminous pathways, speed, and creativity. All right, we can go to the next question, please. Your second question, Chaitanya. Name the lighting design firm for the US Institute of Peace, also honored with the LEED Gold certification. And your options are A, Lamp Partners, B, Lighting Services Inc., C, Ministry of Light, D, Sealey Inc.
I think it's Lighting Services Inc. B.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. The right answer is Lamp Partners. This project, the United States Institute of Peace, is located in Washington, D.C., United States, and was honored the ILD Award of Excellence in 2012. The project, designed by Lamp Partners. The roof of this building was lit with no visible sources. The idea was to achieve a soft glow both inside and outside because of the architectural elements. They used continuous linear form factor of luminaires to provide dual function of lighting both the offices and ceiling corridors, and Lamp Partners had a very clear intention of keeping the surfaces pristine and clean. All right, next question, please. Name the architect of the TWA terminal. Your options are A. Eero Saarinen, B. Frey Otto, C. Santiago Calatrava, D. Zaha Hadid.
C. Santiago Calatrava.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer, Chaitanya. The right answer is A. Eero Saarinen. This project, if you have ever flown in or out of JFK, New York, you may have experienced or noticed Eero Saarinen's Trans World Flight Center. That's the name of the building. When Saarinen was commissioned to design this building, the client wanted him to capture the true essence, the spirit of flight. And as visitors rushed to make it to their flight, they had no choice but to admire the swooping concrete curves that embrace the flyers into the jet age. Can we have the next question, please? Question 4, Chaitanya. Where is this ILD award-winning project located? And your options are A. Amsterdam, B. Budapest, C. Prague, D. Utrecht.
D. Utrecht.
And I think the luck's worked. Yes, that's the right answer. Utrecht is right. In Lumine 2, the name of the project in Utrecht, Netherlands, was honored with the ILD Radiance Award. This project was designed by Spears and Major and was completed in 2013. The light for the cathedral is subtle and comes from within, and the outside faces of the facade are relatively kept dark to achieve a lantern-like effect. This building is clearly visible from a lot of parts of the city Utrecht, and as the communicator of the narrative, it is illuminated in a dramatic style to set off the Gothic architecture. Can we have the next question, please? Name the lighting designer and former president of IALD. And your options are Joanne Lindsley, B. Kathy Abernathy, C. Leslie Wheel, D. None of the above.
Joanne Lindsley, A.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. The right answer is B. Kathy Abernathy. Cathy, also known as Kathy Abernathy, is the principal of Abernathy Lighting Design. She served as the IALD president from the year 2010 to 2011. Thank you, Chaitanya, for being with us. We will come back to you at the end of this round.
Thank you.
Okay. Our next participant is Sandeep. Hi, Sandeep. Can you turn on your camera, please?
Hi.
Sandeep
Hi.
there, a constant learner, a proud backbencher, and a foodie. So, Sandeep, what is it that you like about the lighting fraternity and being a part of it?
Well, hi everybody. Just like any other fraternity, lighting fraternity, I would like to be a part. The things that I'm looking forward to are, I would say, making good friends. A, B, attending my social responsibilities and professional responsibilities, and looking to learn, as one would say. These are the three dominant things I'm looking forward to.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, that's great. And welcome. You're relatively a newer member of the IALD India chapter. And welcome to IALD.
Thank you. Thank you, Darshan. Thank you.
Let's get started with your quiz. Can we have the first question, please? Sandeep, here's the first question. Name the architect of the famous Seagram's building. And your options are A. Philip Johnson, B. Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, C. Both of the above, D. None of the above.
Well, I kind of remember this one. It's none of the above.
You're wrong. It's both of the above.
Oh, I had that thing. Okay.
Tower in New York is marvel of architecture, interior, and design. It was designed collectively by Ludwig Mies van der Rohe and Philip Johnson. And Richard Kelly, the lighting designer, exemplified the use of three core concepts of lighting: focal glow, ambient luminescence, and play of brilliance. Can we have the next question, please? Sandeep, second question for you. Name the IALD award-winning project. And the options are A. Bloomberg European Headquarters, B. Deloitte European Headquarters, C. Freiburg European Headquarters, D. S&B Global Headquarters.
Deloitte, B. Deloitte European Headquarters.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. It's the Bloomberg Headquarters. The Bloomberg European Headquarters is located in London, the UK, and was honored with the IALD Award of Excellence. Lighting designers for this project were Tillotson Design Associates, and they won this award in the year 2019. This scheme of lighting clearly uses layers of lighting to create a sense that the building is alive, self-illuminating, and perhaps the light emanates through the ramp, which is a three-dimensional loop that forms the interior structure of the building. All right, let's get to the next question.
Not three remaining.
So Sandeep, where is this IALD award-winning venture capital office building located? And your options are A. Menlo Park, California, B. San Antonio, Texas, C. San Diego, California, D. San Francisco, California.
Okay. Is it San Francisco, California?
Close enough, but unfortunately, no. It's Menlo Park, California. So the venture capital office building was honored with the IALD Award of Excellence and Sustainability, and was designed by Sean O'Connor Lighting. And the architects for this project were Paul Mudrock Architects. The acid-etched laminated glass walls of the lobbies and stairwell remain softly bathed in light and do not reflect any harsh lighting images. The stretched ceiling is backlit, which are responsive to incoming daylight from the skylight above. The detailing of the staircase maximizes the luminous surface, making the stair panels appear to float weightlessly. We have the next question, please. Name the lighting design firm of the IALD award-winning Antwerp Cathedral. And your options are A. Light and Design Associates Limited, B. Spears and Major, C. Studio Massimo Larusi, D. Susanna Antico Lighting Design Studio.
Well, it's D. Susanna Antico Lighting Design Studio.
And you got that right. So this project one of the key design briefs for this project was to minimize light pollution, utilize sustainable lighting practices, and showcase the stunning architecture of the city. During the day, the light sources are not visible and do not hamper the visitor's appreciation of the stunning architecture of this cathedral in Belgium. All right, next question, please. Sandeep, the former IALD president. And your options are Andrea Hadfranz, B. Barbara Horton, C. Jennifer Tipton, D. Michelle Pasai.
It's Barbara Horton, B. Barbara Horton.
That's absolutely right. Barbara Horton is the CEO of Horton Lee Brogden Lighting Design, INC, and the past president of ILD, which she served in 2014 and 2015. She holds expertise in the design of urban lighting for parks, streetscapes, and monuments. Thank you, Sandeep, for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dasha. Thank you, everyone.
We'll have our next participant, Jitin. Good evening, Jitin.
Hi.
Welcome to the quiz.
Good evening.
So Jitin has a passion for fast cars, and to him, driving them means pure joy. So Jitin, anything specific in the recent lockdown that you've done with your cars, or any experience that you'd like to share with us?
Since 6 months or so, been not gone for any road trips, but right now having a slow life, enjoying. Since the lockdown, we have moved to the farmhouse, so enjoying nature. That's it.
Nice. So you're living the rural life, the rural
Yeah,
life.
yeah. Slow life.
So like, good to hear. Let's get started with your quiz, Jitin.
Yeah.
And your first. Name this ILD award-winning project designed by Fisher Marantz and Stone. And your options are A. Helsinki Harbour Park, B. Seattle Waterfront Park, C. Toronto Waterfront Park, D. Vancouver Waterfront Park.
I think it's D. Vancouver Waterfront Park.
And that's right. You've got the right answer. So the
Thank you.
Vancouver Waterfront Park, Grand Street Pier and Plaza, is situated in Washington, USA, was honored with the ILD Award of Excellence in the year 2020. Fisher Marantz Stone crafted an elegant lighting scheme honoring nature and its surroundings. Floodlights with precise optics illuminate the sculptural mass that evokes the site's nautical history. Low-level lighting illuminates the pedestrian boardwalk and highlights the perimeter. The applied concept of this project was special and was done considering the nearby Portland International Airport, and also to ensure the impact of migratory birds was limited. All right, can we have the next question, please? Jitin, in which city is this ILD award-winning project located? And your options are A. Iowa City, B. Mason City, C. Sioux City, D. Webster City.
I think it is D. Webster City.
That's the wrong answer. The right answer is Iowa City. The new Hanscher Auditorium at the University of Iowa in Iowa City. It was designed by Clean Bettridge Bernstein Lighting Design, took home the Award of Excellence in the year 2017. The owner of the Hanscher Auditorium included a challenge in their brief to replace a beloved institution destroyed by flooding. The brief was, quotes, "Give us something we've never seen before." The lighting design of this project highlights the pastoral settings reflected in the architecture while creating a breathtaking experience for its patrons. Can we have the next question, please? Jitin, this project was honored with which of the 5 ILD awards in 2013? And your options are A. Award of Radiance, B. Award of Excellence, C, Award of Excellence and Sustainability, D, Award of Merit?
I think it is. I think it's
Almost
A.
running. Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer, Jitin. This project was awarded the Award of Excellence in 2013, and the lighting design by Electrolyte, based out of Australia. The design concept was that of a luxury perfume bottle with precious contents. The interesting effect realized over the entire sandstone and glass facade was achieved through concealing cold cathode light in the facade nosing. Light is reflected in each of the corrugations of the individual glass panels. The thickness of these panels and the lighting treatment add depth, sparkle, and warmth, enticing patrons with a sense of luxury and sophistication. All right, next question, please. The Falling Waters epitomizes organic architecture by integrating architecture, humans, and nature together so that each one would be improved by the relationship. Jitin, can you tell us where is this project located? And your options are A, Boulder, Colorado, B, Mill Run, Pennsylvania, C, Louisville, Kentucky, D, Montpelier, Vermont.
I think it's B.
Mill Run, Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
And that's the right answer. The project Falling Waters is a house designed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright in the rural southwestern Pennsylvania, in the Mill Run section. The house was designed as a weekend home for the owner of Kaufman's department store. The house was designated as a National Historic Landmark and among Smithsonian's life list of 28 places to see before you die. So it's quite a remarkable project. Next question, please. Last one, Jitin. Identify this past IALD president. And your options are A, Andrew Thames, B, Brad Pitt, D, Gary Steffi, D, Phil Gabriel.
I think it's A, Andrea Thames.
And you got that right, Jitin, again. Andrew Thames, freelancing lighting designer based out of Sydney. He was the president of IALD for 2002-2003. Thank you, Jitin, for being with us.
Thank you.
And we have the scores. We have the scores with Jitin in the lead of three points. And then we have Sandeep with 2 points. And we have Chaitanya with 1 point. Congratulations, Jitin, for getting into the next round. Now let's start the second round. Next slide, please. Okay. Piyush. Hi, Piyush. How are you doing?
Hi, Srijana. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So Piyush is a dog lover, biker, and a budding lighting designer. He started his career in the lighting design field in 2016 from his hometown, Kolkata. From making lighting design plans to learning softwares and tools, understanding design intent, and to do on-site planning, he has fueled his passion for lighting design over the years. Currently, he's pursuing his master's in architectural lighting design. So Piyush, how has life been post-lockdown? You think things have become normal like pre-COVID, or do you see a new, new normal in place?
See, basically, like post-lockdown, life has been a bit slow, but yeah, quite good. People have become more Like they started practicing more good things into like staying safe, staying health conscious. So yeah, that's how
Of
things is
course.
going. Yeah, it is basically we can call it a
Totally, totally.
yeah, absolutely.
That's right. So are you excited for the quiz now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's get to the questions. First question, please. Name the IALD award-winning project whose design adapts the traditional sunshade screens called Jali to a contemporary setting. And your options are A. Amman Resort, B. Alila Villas Uluwatu, C. Crown Plaza, and D. Oasia Hotel Downtown.
I think it's A, Amman Resort.
And that's the right answer. That's a good start. So you get a
Thank you.
point. Okay, moving on. Before that, the project is the Amman Hotel located in New Delhi, designed by the Lighting Planners Associates, which was honored with the Award of Excellence in the year 2011. The traditional Indian screen is known as Jali, is prominently featured in the architecture of this resort. Artistically presenting the Jali was an integral success to the Lighting Planners Associates. So the shadows change constantly with the sun's movement, and reversal of night and day elements create an appealing iconic design. That's a very interesting project actually. Okay, let's get to the second question. Next question, please. Name the architect of the Guggenheim Museum, New York. And your options are Erich Mendelsohn, B. Frank Lloyd Wright, C. Hafiz Contractor, and D. I.M. Pei.
It's B, Frank Lloyd.
That's right. You're absolutely right. It's Frank Lloyd Wright.
So
This
this was
historic
basically
project. Sorry?
this was basically the last question which I read today.
Oh,
It was in my
wow.
mind.
So you got lucky.
Yeah.
All right. So this project is the Guggenheim Museum, located in the New York, and it was designed by the architect Frank Lloyd Wright. It is known for its unique architecture of space with its spiral ramp riding to a domed skylight. And thus, it continues to thrill the visitors and provide a unique forum for the presentation of the contemporary art. Okay, let's go to the next question. Next question, please. Name the lighting design firm for the Cathedral Notre-Dame de Strasbourg. Your options are A. Elacte Lumiere, B. Les Eclaireurs, C. Light Cybers, D. L'Observateur International.
I guess this is light C.
Light
Light.
Cybers, and that's the right answer. This is the Notre Dame de Strasbourg Cathedral, located in France. It is designed by the lighting design firm Elacte Lumiere. Considered one of the greatest masterpieces of Gothic architecture. 600 LED projectors create warm accent lighting in this, and the highlights that contrast beautifully with the cast and molded shadows results in the overall glow and a peaceful illumination. The focal glow and highlights were used to enhance the architecture and reveal the detailed layers of the masonry, like illuminated text and all of that. Dynamic white LED luminaires, soft gradient, and subtle tints were used to create two distinct nightscapes throughout the entire elevation. So moving on, next question, please. Okay, here's your next question, Piyush. Name the location of this IALD award-winning project. Your options are A, China, B, Hong Kong, C, Japan, and D, Taiwan.
It's B, Hong Kong.
You're wrong. So this is option D, Taiwan. This is the Taipei and Taiwan, which was honored with the IALD Award of Excellence. And the lighting designer firm was the Flaming Beacon. The antique items related to the rich history of tea drinking in Chinese culture are accented by 4 and 8 degrees AR111 lamps in this. And the testing, counter, and point of sale is identified by a row of carbon filament lamps with amber glass shades and to add the warmth of the space, basically. All the lights are controlled by a central dimmer system with time clock and photo cell for automatic preset selection throughout the day and to extend the lamp life and less power consumption. Okay, moving on. Next question, please. Name this founding member of the IALD. Your options are A. A.B. Feder, B. Howard Branston, C. James Knuckles, D. Jules Horton.
It's B. B. Howard Branston. Yeah.
B. Howard Branston is the right answer. That's
Thank you.
Great. Okay, so Howard Branston is the founding member of IALD and also a founder of Branston Partners INC. IALD was founded in 1969 in Chicago by the lighting designers, that is Howard Branston and David Mintz. And 2019 had its 50th year celebrations. Okay, so this was your last question, Piyush. Thank you for joining in today. We will let you know your scores in some time. Next contestant, we have Tajender. Hi, Tajender. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so
Yes.
are you excited?
Yes, very, very excited.
Very nice. So Tajender is a passionate engineer, courageous, and possesses a can-do attitude. He possesses a global view of what he builds and how he interacts with its users. So in these pandemic times, have you developed anything interesting you would like to share with us?
Yeah, these days are very interesting for me because in these days we design and develop one QR code to control lighting system, and we are happy to announce that we are the first guy in globally we done this.
Wow, that is so interesting. It would have been a lot of effort actually.
Yes,
right?
you're right. Yeah.
Very nice.
So
So
we
let's
have
get to the
yes. Thank you.
Okay, let's get to your first question.
Yeah.
In which year did this project that creates a chemistry between light and darkness was honored with the IALD Award of Excellence? Your options are A, 2015, B, 2016, C, 2017, and D, 2018.
That is maybe B2016.
2016 is the wrong answer. The answer is 2018. This is the new Shanghai Theater located in Shanghai, China. And it is designed by the Unolai Design Associates. It was honored with the Award of Excellence in the year 2018. The warm fluted bronze walls, accentuated by the custom sconces, would draw visitors across the threshold. So subtle covers allow these walls to float, evoking rich folds of the theater curtains. Okay, moving on. Your second question, please. Name the lighting design firm of the Baja Temple in Santiago, Chile. Your options are A, Douglas Leonard Lighting Design, B, Evolux Lighting Company, C, Light Studio 3, D, Limari Lighting Design SPA.
That is maybe answer A, Douglas Leonard Lighting Design.
No, it's wrong. Okay, so it is the Limari Lighting Design SPA. So Baja Temple, located in South America in Santiago, Chile, with lighting design by Limari Lighting Design, took home an award of excellence in the year 2018 by the IALD. The stunning flower of light by the water is composed of 9 translucent petals made of marble, steel, and glass. The exterior lighting concept shows the transparency of materials and reveals the temple as a light emitting element. Okay, your next question, please. Third question. Okay, here's your third question, Tajinder. Name the lighting project, which is a public space inspired by the structure and luminescence of red Chinese lanterns. Your options are A, Shenzhen Concert Hall, B, the Hanshaw Theatre, C, Wuhan Show Theatre, D, Qinghai Concert Hall.
The Hanshaw Theatre.
That's the right answer. So this is the Hanshaw Theatre located in Wuhan City, China. It was honored with the Award of Radiance in the year 2015 to the Bloom Perfect Illumination Lights. It was also inspired by the indirect glow of paper lanterns. It was a very, I think, interesting one. Okay, moving on. Next question, please.
Yeah.
Name the architect or architects of this famous example of machine architecture. Your options are A, Renzo Piano and Richard Rogers, B, Renzo Piano and Sir Norman Foster, C, Richard Rogers and Sir Norman Foster, D, none of the above.
Maybe that is a Norman Foster is there. C, Richard Fogger and Sir Norman Foster.
Richard Rogers and Norman Foster is the wrong answer. Okay, the answer is Renzo Piano and Richard Rogers. So this is the famous Pompidou Center located in Paris. Both Renzo Piano and Richard Rogers are the architects. It's a very famous example for machine architecture. Pompidou's facades are covered with color-coded building services. Like the blue is marked for its air conditioning, and yellow is for its electrics. Green denotes its water pipes, and red is tubular escalators or elevators. Next question, please. Helen Deemer, a former IALD president, is the president of which lighting firm? Your options are A, Focus Lighting, B, Lighting Design International, C, Light Emotion, and D, the Lighting Practice.
Lighting Practice, the Lighting Practice.
Perfect. That's the right answer. Helen Deemer is the former president of IALD for the year 1990 and 1991. She's the principal designer of the Lighting Practice INC, a firm based out of Philadelphia. Okay, so this was your last question. Now moving on. Thank you for joining in. Tajinder, we will let you know your scores.
Thank you.
Okay, Swati.
Hello.
Hi, Swati. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So Swati is an architect pursuing her master's in lighting design and LED technology from Politecnico di Milano, Milan, Italy. She is currently working at DLSO and Santoro as the lighting intern, and she's the new member of IALD, and she hopes to grow in this lighting community. She's a fun-loving person who's fond of food, art, travel, photography, exploring cuisines, cultures, and blogging about her travel experiences. So Swati, first of all, welcome to the IALD. You're the newest member of IALD.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, What is your opinion or experience of the lockdown? Any new hobbies or books you have read?
Yeah, for me, the lockdown, it was very much adventurous in the beginning. So like we were stranded in Milan, Italy and stuff. So we were coming back by an evacuation flight and stuff. Now
Oh
it's
my
kind of
God.
better. Yeah, now it's kind of better
Okay,
with
that
a lot of
must be.
things. And yeah, I'm working on my thesis right now. So that is my full-time work right now. Yeah.
Wow, but that must have been very, very adventurous,
Yes.
right? Very
Yes, it
scary
is.
also.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you excited for the questions now?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's go on to the first question.
Mm-hmm.
In which year was the Hafen City University subway station honored
Mm-hmm.
with the prestigious Radiance Award of the IALD? Your options are A 2011, B 2013, C 2015, and D 2017.
I think it is in the year 2013.
And 2013 is the right answer.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
the Hafen City subway station is located in Hamburg, Germany, and it is designed by the design firm Faray Lighting Design. It was honored with the IALD Radiance Award in 2013. The design was inspired by iridescent colors of sunlight, which created on the brick facade in the Hafen City development project over the course of a day, as well as the steel ship hulls filled with ocean freight containers you would find in the port in its heyday. Okay, moving on. Next question, please. Name the architect of this project who's famous for his play of daylight and shadows on the building facades. Your options are A. Alvar Aalto, B. Ilail Sarinen, C. Eric Bregman, D. Lars Snock.
Is it architect Alvar Aalto, option A?
Perfect. Alvar Aalto was the designer of this famous Finlandia Hall located in Helsinki.
Okay.
You can also see it in the picture actually that,
Yeah.
the daylight, you can see the shadow of the tree, falling on the building facade. So yeah, he was
Yeah.
really famous for that. Anyways, moving on to your third question.
Sure.
Presidential tenure of the past IALD president was. Your options are A 2004 and 2005, B 2008 and 2009, C 2012 and 2013, D 2016 and 2017.
I would say 2008 and 2009, option B.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so he is Kevin Theobald, who's the past
Okay.
ILD president for the year 2012 and 2013.
Okay.
He's an independent lighting consultant based out of Norwich.
Okay.
Moving on, next question, please.
Mm-hmm.
Name this IALD award-winning project. Your options are A. Petit des Lumières Lion, B. Lighting Amman Architecture, C. Lighting Beirut Architecture, D. Lighting Doha Architecture.
Is it option A, Leon, Fete des Lumières Lion?
You're wrong. The answer is
Okay.
Lighting Beirut Architecture.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is located in Beirut and it was designed by the Light Sybils. It was also honored with the Award of Excellence in the year 2012.
Okay.
Moving on, your last question.
Okay.
Name the lighting firm honored with the IALD Radiance Award 2020. Your options are A. Aerope UK, B. Canon Design, C. Firefly Lighting Design, D. Lighting IQ.
It's Arup UK, option A.
That's right, perfect. So this is the Arup UK. The designer was the Arup UK. This project is the University of Sheffield Concourse, located in the UK. The team actually transformed a space in its most basic form by bringing light and color, positively changing the experience of the audience. So thank you, Swati, for joining us today. Your scores will be known.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Srijana.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Before I announce the scores of this round, I'd like to point out that one of the questions answered by Piyush, which was for the Cathedral de Notre-Dame de Strasbourg. The question was, name the lighting design firm for the Cathedrale Notre-Dame de Strasbourg, and the options were L'Acte Lumière, Les Éclaireurs, Light Siebels, and L'Observatory International. You should answer Light Siebels, but actually the answer is L'Acte Lumière. So that was the clarification that we'd like to make. However, let's get to the exciting part. We have Piyush with 3 points. We have Tejinder with 2 points. And we have Swati with 3 points. So that calls for a tiebreaker round between Piyush and Swati.
Okay, can we call Piyush and Swati to turn their cameras and unmute themselves for the tiebreaker round? Can I have the previous slide, please? Okay, this was the tiebreaker question. So can I also have Piyush along?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your first question, okay, this will have, you have to answer in true or false. I will be asking Swati and Piyush, both of you. I will not be giving the answer for you in the first. I will continuously ask you the questions and I will just note down your answers. And finally, we'll let you know all the answers, all right? Okay, so your first question. The name of the project is Parthenon, true or false? Swati.
It's Pantheon, so it's false. Pantheon.
Okay, and what do you say, Piyush?
It's false.
False, right. Okay, next question. The central skylight is popularly called the oculus. True or false? Just answer in true or false.
True.
True.
True. Okay. Next, the architect of this building is Michelangelo. True or false? Swati.
False.
False.
Piyush, true or false?
False.
Sorry, false?
Yeah.
Okay. The last question. The original function of this building was Roman temple. True or false, Swati?
True.
True.
Piyush, true or false?
Yeah, true.
All right. Okay, so I'll let you know the answers now. The name of this project is not Parthenon, it is Pantheon. Then Pantheon, yeah. The next, the central skylight is popularly called the oculus, which is true. And the architect of this building is Michelangelo false. It is Apollodorus of Damascus. Then the original function of this building was Roman temple. It is true, it was Roman temple. And this is an excellent example of daylight architecture.
Yeah.
Okay, can we have the results of the tie-breaking round, please?
Yes, looks like the second round tiebreaker has been quite interesting. I think we have a joint winner. No, so as we announced earlier, both of you have scored equal points. So we will flip a coin and decide the winner of this round.
Okay, luck's working. Let's see whose luck is good today.
Sujna, do you want to flip the coin?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you show the coin on the screen? Let them call heads or tails.
Okay, heads or tails.
Swati, you can go first.
Heads.
Okay. Heads for Swati.
Heads. All right. Heads for Swati. So it shows a head. Can you see it?
We have a winner.
We have a winner, Swati. Congratulations, Swati.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, we will see you in the final round now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, moving on.
We have our round 3. We have our first participant, Akhil. Hi, Akhil. Welcome to the quiz.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope you did not get bored in the last two rounds. Hope you enjoyed and it was informative.
It's quite exciting.
Yeah, nice. So do the difficult things while they are easy to do, and the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. By Lao Tzu is something that defines Akhil perfectly. So Akhil, how's the lockdown been for you? How's it been treating you? Any new books or developed a new hobby?
No new hobbies as such, but spend a lot of time reading. I read a lot of Indian fiction, so you know you can just get lost in the whole story about it. So a lot of reading time, a lot of self time. Lockdown's been amazing. Yes.
I know we together travel a lot, so don't you miss traveling? I think we've missed a bunch of trips this year.
Yes, absolutely. But looking forward to next year for traveling. So,
Hopefully, seeing the fraternity, meeting friends from all over the world. Yeah.
yep.
All right, let's get started. First question for Akhil, please. Akhil, here's the first question. Name the lighting firm of this award-winning project whose design concept created the impression of an icy haze from which the figurines miraculously emerged. And your options are A. Lichtkunst Licht AG, B. Licht Vision Design, C. L Plan Lighting Design, D. Pafare Lighting Design.
Answer A. Lichtkunst Licht AG.
And that's absolutely right, Akhil. So this is the German Ivory Museum located in Erbach, Germany, and were designed by the lighting design firm Lichtkunst Licht. It was honored with the Award of Radiance in the year 2018 for its design concept of visually dissolving the space. Looks like you have luck on your side. Can we have the next question, please? Name the architect of the famous Church of Light. And your options are A. Arata Isozaki, B. Shin Takamatsu, C. Tadao Ando, D. Toyo Ito.
It's C. Tadao Ando.
And that's right. That's brilliant. Have you been to this place?
No, but I've heard from people's experiences, and I have a book in my office which reflects about the play of light by Tadao Ando. So, and it's
Interesting.
epic.
The Church of Light is located in Japan and was designed by the architect Tadao Ando in the year 1989. It is known for the dual nature of existence, solid void, light dark, stark and serene. The intersection of light and solid raises the occupants' awareness of the spiritual and secular within themselves. Personally, a big fan of this project. Can we have the next question, please? Akhil, name this project located in Ningbo, China. And your options are A. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon Center, B. Nanjing International Center, C. Ningbo Culture and Art Center, D. Zenhai Culture and Art Center.
I think it is D. Zenhai Culture and Art Center.
And you're absolutely right again. Wow. The Zenhai Cultural and Art Center is located in Ningbo and is designed by the Ningbo Zongqi Lighting Company Limited. It was honored with an Award of Excellence in the year 2015 for its light sources being carefully integrated into the architecture, which seemed to glow by itself, creating a very even and balanced lighting. Can we have the next question, please? Okay, which city is this project located in? And your options are A. Charleston, B. Chicago, C. New York, D. Washington, D.C.
I think it's B. Chicago.
This time you're wrong, Akhil. This is the right answer is C, New York. The project is called the Lincoln Square Synagogue in New York City and was designed by the lighting design firm Tillotson Design Associates. It was honored with the Radiance Award in the year 2016. Final question for you, Akhil. Identify this past IALD president. And your options are A. Gene Stivell, B. Jeff Miller, C. Jeffrey Milham, D. Lee Waldron.
It's B, Jeff Miller.
And that's absolutely right, Akhil. Jeffrey Miller is the former president of ILD for the years 2008-2009. Currently, he is the president at Jeff Miller and Company Inc. Thank you, Akhil, for being with us. We will see you at the end of the quiz.
Pleasure. Looking forward.
Contestant is Pranay. Pranay, could you turn on your camera, please? I think we can come back. I think Pranay is having some technical difficulties. Could we go to the next participant, please?
Sure, hold on one moment.
All right. We have our next contestant, Roshni. Could you come on, turn on your camera, please, Roshni?
Hi,
Hi, Roshni. Good evening.
good evening. Am I audible correctly?
Welcome to the ILD quiz. So Roshni is an interior designer with an experience in lighting as a core. Apart from her design talent, she's an avid reader and a writer. She loves to drive in jungle and is an astrophysicist with the love to chase meteor showers and wishes to someday travel the world around and in space too. So Roshni, any jungle or celestial experiences you'd like to share with us?
It was the combined experience, jungle with the celestial experience. It had happened in 2019 November. We were three girls. We were stranded completely in a jungle. We thought there were camps over there because we had searched it that way. And as soon as we reached there at around 2:33 in the morning, so there was nothing like that. And there was just one village which had like everything. Everything was filled. Like there was no vacancy for us. So we kept driving uphill in the jungle. It was a complete jungle route, no lights, nothing. And then we had finally ended up on the, at some place very much, we felt like very much stranded, but then the view of the sky was so good. And, we almost like, it was not a meteor shower night, but yes, we saw 2-3 shooting stars that night. And the sky was completely filled with stars because, we were at a place which was completely dark, no lights, nothing. So the visibility of the sky was really great.
And I hope that importance of light pollution, we realize the importance of light pollution when we go to a dark place. When you get to see a sky, I think it's a very, very important subject. And I hope some of your wishes came true when you saw the shooting stars. All right, Roshni, let's get started. First question for Roshni, please. Roshni, name the lighting design firm for this IALD award-winning project. And your options are A, LDPI, B, Night Bureau, C, Studio Fractal, D, the Lighting Design Studio.
It's C, Studio Fractal.
And the answer is absolutely right. This project is called the Royal Opera House, located in London. It was honored with the Award of Excellence for the lighting strategy to be more visible and welcoming. Designers created lightness and space within the newly expanded and interlinked foyer spaces, and it breathes a new energy into the front of the house areas. Can we have the next question, please? Background light facilitates everyday activities, layered with highlights, providing focus on key liturgical elements and objects of religious and cultural significance of this IALD Radiance Award project. Roshni, please name this project. And the options are A. Canterbury Cathedral, B. Florence Cathedral, C. Liverpool Cathedral, D. Norwich Cathedral.
I think it's A.
That's not the right answer. It's B. It's D. Apologies. It's D. Norwich Cathedral in the United Kingdom. And the relighting of the interiors of this project was done by Spears and Major, and it won the ILD Radiant project. Can we have the next question, please? Oh, one of my favorites. Name the lighting design firm of this project. A. Lighting Design Alliance. B. Lighting Design Collective. C. Lighting Design Partnership. D. Lighting Planners Associates.
It's D. Lighting Planners Associates.
You're absolutely right. This project is the Mount Fuji World Heritage Center located in Shizuoka, Ken, Japan. It was lighting designed by Lighting Planners Association in the Japanese cypress that reflects the shape of Mount Fuji into the pool of water. This has a deep symbolic reference to the volcano of Mount Fuji and the reflection of the light of the volcano on the water. It's a very, very nice project and very nicely done by LPA. Can we have the next question, please? Roshni, name the lighting designer for the famous bathhouse. And your options are A. Addison Kelly, B. Philip Gabriel, C. Philip Johnson, D. Richard Kelly.
D. Richard Kelly.
And that's the right answer. The architect for this project was Philip Johnson, and the lighting designer was Richard Kelly, and it's located in Connecticut, United States. The building is an example of minimal structure, geometry, proportions, and the effects of transparency and reflection. Richard Kelly's three brilliant, distinct concepts of light, focal glow, ambient luminescence, and play of brilliance is very clearly defined in this project. I think that's something everybody and anybody who's in the lighting field needs to know about the three core concepts of lighting design. And we have the next question, please. Last one for you, Roshni. The presidential tenure of the past ILD president was, the options are A. 2002 to 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, D. 2008, 2009.
I think it's 6-7. C.
That's wrong. It's B. 2004, 2005. This past president, the picture of this is of Mr. Charles Stone, whose presidential tenure was 2004-2005. He's the president at Fisher Moran Stone, a lighting design firm based out of the United States. Thank you, Roshni, for joining us. We'll see if we have Pranay back with us. I think Pranay is not with us. So, however, if we can have the results of this round, and then we can come back to the slide. Next slide, please. Yes.
So the results are between Akhil and Roshni. Akhil with 4 points and Roshni with 3 points. So clearly we have Akhil as the winner.
Great.
Okay, getting to the final round. So in the final round, we have Jitin with us, Swati with us, and Akhil with us. So first contestant will be Jitin, who's the winner of the first preliminary round.
Yeah.
Hi, Jitin. So you're excited? You are in the final round now. Excited?
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
first, congratulations. You're already in the top 3.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's get to your questions. First question, please. Name this public theater located in Japan whose design creates a space that changes with time, bringing new discoveries on every visit by blending artificial and daylight design. Your options are A. Kabuki Za Theater, B. National Bunraku Theater, C. Ota Civic Hall, D. Zakoneji Public Theater.
It's C. Ota Civic Hall.
C. Ota Civic Hall is the right answer. The Ota Civic Hall is located in Ota, Japan, and was designed by the lighting design firm Lighting M Inc. Daylight sculpting is exquisitely complemented by architectural lighting in this project. Moving on, your second question, please. Name the architect of the National Assembly building in Dhaka. Your options are A. P.V. Doshi, B. Charles Correa, C. Joseph Steen, D. Louis Kahn.
I think it's B. Charles Correa.
Okay, and that is the wrong answer. So the answer is Louis Kahn. This is the National Assembly building of Bangladesh in Dhaka. It's an extraordinary example of modern architecture. It is transcribed as a part of Bengali vernacular architecture for the extraordinary usage of its simple geometric shapes. All right, next question, please. Name the lighting firm of this project located in the iCity, whose design team's motto was lighting the rhythm of the frozen music. And your options are A. Beijing United Artists Lighting Design Corporation Limited, B. Bume Perfect Illumination Design and Engineering Company, C. Ryan Wilkes Pty Limited, D. Uno Light Design.
I think it is the first answer, Beijing United Artists Lighting Design Corporation.
And that's the right answer, Beijing United Artists Lighting Design Corporation Limited. So this is the Harbin Opera House located in Harbin, designed by the lighting design firm Beijing United Artists Lighting Design Corporation Limited. This project was honored with the Award of Radiance for the year 2017. This seamless connection to the outdoor mimics the gleaming ripple effect of the lake outside. The gleaming ripples of the light on the walls are created by the narrow beam in ground fixtures, which are carefully placed at the easels along the walls. And the irregular wall texture works with the light, create drama, rhythm, and pleasing shadows. So it's a very interesting project. So yeah, let's move to the next question, please. Name the location of this IALD Radiance Award-winning project. And your options are A. Amsterdam, B. Eindhoven, C. Rotterdam, D. The Hague.
I think it is B.
B. Eindhoven. Are you sure? Okay, can we lock the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the wrong answer. This project is the Broken Light in the Rotterdam, Netherlands. It was honored with the Radiance Award for the year 2012. It was designed by the firm called Dullicht and Worm. A Broken Light has rejuvenated the street that until a few years ago was rife with crime. It exists as a social sculpture for streets residents who literally and figuratively have welcomed a little light into the neighborhood. Okay, next question, please. Your last question.
Yeah.
Identify the IALD past president. Your options are A. Antonio Banderas, B. Ignacio Valerio, C. Roberto Corandini, D. Victor Palacio.
I think it is Victor Palacio.
That's
D.
the right answer. Okay, so Victor Palacio was the president for the year 2016 and 2017, and he's also the director of N Ideas N Las. Okay, so good luck with for the final round scores. Thank you. Next contestant, we have Swati, who's the winner of the second round.
Hello.
Hi, Swati. How are you feeling? You're in the final round, and you've
I'm
already
feeling
seen one set of one contestant.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're excited?
Yes, I'm excited.
Very nice. Okay, let's move on to your first question, please.
Sure.
Name the significant historical monument that celebrates the poetic interplay of light and shadows with exposed concrete and stained glass. Your options are A. Notre Dame du Hort Chapel, B. Rothko Chapel, C. Sistine Chapel, D. Saint Joan of Arc Chapel.
It's by architect Le Corbusier, and it's option A, Notre Dame du Hort Chapel.
That's right. Wow. So you've like been to the project or something like that, this place?
Yeah, this one, we studied this in our architecture, like Bachelor's of Architecture, and also in my master's. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this, like you said, it is by the Le Corbusier, and this is the Notre Dame du Hort Chapel. So the small concrete structure is closed by thick walls with the uptuned roof supported on columns embedded within the walls, like a sail billowing in the windy currents on the hilltop. The lighting in the interiors is soft and indirect from the clerestory windows and stained glass openings, reflecting off the whitewashed walls of the chapel with projecting towers. Okay, let's move on to the second question, please.
Sure.
Identify the location of this project, which was honored for its excellence and sustainability in the year 2011. Your options are A. Gothenburg, B. Helsingborg, C. Malmo, D. Stockholm.
It's actually B, Helsingborg.
B. Helsingborg is the right answer. So this is the Helsingborg waterfront designed by A.F. Hansen and Henny Berg, which includes recreational urban spaces, a promenade and a street needed to tackle the challenges associated with the lighting areas near water, including the unwanted water reflection and preserving the free view for the night sky and ocean. Light intensity and the level of staging gradually decreases towards the water, leaving the beach unspoiled. A very nice project. Yeah.
Interesting project.
Next question. Yeah. Next question, please. Third question. Name the lighting design firm of the IALD award-winning Memorial to Victims of Violence. Your options are A. Artec 3 Studio, B. D's Company, C. Light Team GA, and D. Lux Populi.
It's located in Mexico, and the answer is, I think, Artec 3 Studio, option A.
No, that's the wrong answer. The answer,
Okay.
you were very close with the project, which is very nice.
Yeah.
But the answer is Light Team GA.
Okay.
This is the memorial to the victims of violence
Sure.
in Mexico, like you said, and it is designed by the Light Team. It is composed of a series of steel plates, some weathered and some reflective, placed on a water mirror. Light helps to articulate these architectural elements as an allegory of that which is now absent material. Next question, please. Name the award-winning lighting design firm that brings outdoor connection to a public space in the US courthouse. Your options are A. Fisher, Marantz and Stone, B. HLB Lighting Design Inc, C. The Flaming Beacon, D. The Focal Point.
I think it's option D, the focal point. Is it right?
No, it's the wrong answer. The right answer is HLB Lighting. This is the courthouse located in the Los Angeles and designed by the HLB Lighting Design.
Sure.
Okay, moving on. Your last question.
Sure.
Identify the past IALD president. Your options are A. Graham Phoenix, B. Ken Yarnell, C. Randy Burkett, and D. Ray Grenald.
He is Randy Burkett, option C.
That's the right answer. Randy Burkett was the past president whose presidential tenure was 1996 and 1997. And he's also the principal designer of Randy Burkett Lighting Design, which is a firm based in St. Louis. Okay, thank you for joining in. And
thank you.
Okay, the final round. The next is Akhil. Do we also have Pranay here? Okay. Let's go with Akhil now. Your first question, Akhil. First question, please.
Yep.
Name the lighting design firm of this project. Your options are A. CD plus M Lighting Design, B. GD Lighting Design, C. One Lighting Associates, D. Shanghai Noon Lighting Associates.
Answer is A. CD plus M Lighting Design.
Sorry?
A. CD plus M Lighting Design. Option A.
That's the wrong answer. It is One Lighting Associates. This is the Tsinghua University School Architecture designed a scheme that serves multiple purposes depending on the day of the week, engaging the villagers and memories of sense and senses. Old meets new in architecture, in lighting and architecture over the Launch Bridge. This is the Launch Bridge in Shanghai, China. Moving on, next question, please. Which city is this project located in? A. Kansas City, B. Oklahoma City, C. St. Joseph, D. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St.
Option
Louis
D.
is the right answer. Right answer. This is the Gateway Art Museum located in St. Louis. It was designed by the Tillotson Design Associates. It was also awarded the Award of Excellence by the IALD in 2019. Basically, the ceiling design with integrated tune lighting is the highlight of the design, which seamlessly mediates 252 feet transition between the entry at ground level and the museum arrival hall as it descends to the main museum galleries 23 feet below. So, yeah, next question, please. Name this museum famous for its beautifully designed skylights. Your options are A. J. Paul Getty Museum, B. Kimbell Art Museum, C. Museum of Fine Art, D. Metropolitan Museum of Art.
I think it is Museum of Fine Art.
No, this is the Kimbell Art Museum. It was designed by Louis Kahn, and it's become a mecca of modern architecture. Kahn designed a building in which the theme is, basically light is the theme, and natural light enters through the narrow glass skylights along the top of cycloid barrel vaults, and is designed and is diffused by wing-shaped pierced aluminum reflectors that hang below, giving a silvery gleam to the smooth concrete of vault surfaces, and provides a perfect, subtly fluctuating illumination for the work of art. Next question, please. Identify this fluid architectural project which provides so many avenues for the free flow of light. And your options are A. Changsha Mexihu International Culture and Art Center, B. Harbin Opera House, C. Heydar Aliyev Cultural Center, D. Icelandic Museum of Rock and Roll.
Option C, Haydar Aliyev Cultural Center.
That's the right answer. This is a project located in Baku. It is designed by the architect Zaha Hadid Architects, with an interesting lighting design by Maury Brill Lighting Design Limited. Lighting responds to the challenge of constantly varying geometry and expresses the sculptural quality of building by using light to model the surface of the building, both internally and externally, giving a very smooth wash over the facade. Your last question, please. Which country is the current president of IALD from? Your options are A. Argentina, B. Brazil, C. Chile, D. Colombia.
C. Chile.
Wow, that was right. Douglas Leonard, the president here is Douglas Leonard, and he's the current IALD president. He's from Chile, and he's also the principal designer of Douglas Leonard Lighting Designers. All right, thank you, Akhil. This was your last question. Now let's have the scores, please. Yeah.
All right, so the final round has got really interesting, and I think none of us who worked on this quiz anticipated this to happen. And I think we have a tiebreaker with all the three participants.
Oh my God, okay.
Nitin scored 3 points, Swati scored 3 points, and Akhil scored 3 points. So let's do the tiebreaker. We will do this like we did earlier. We'll be showing you the image and having the questions. You can just answer in true or false. All the three participants can answer in true or false.
Okay, so this is your picture. Now, can I have Jitin and Swati too? Okay, so please do not give me the entire answer. Just answer me in true or false. All right? Okay. So the name of this project is Berlin State Library. True or false, Akhil?
True.
Swati, true or false?
It's true.
Jitin, true or false?
True.
Okay. Next, the architect of this building is Hans Scharoun. True or false? Akhil?
False.
True or false? Swati?
I think it's false.
True or false? Jitin?
Go with false.
False? Okay. Then the architect of this building is Edgar Wisniewski. True or false? Akhil.
False.
Swati, true or false?
Maybe true.
Okay, and Jitin, true or false?
False.
Okay, so let me tell you the answers. The name of the project is Berlin State Library, which is true. The architect of the building is Hans Scharoun and Edgar Wisniewski. Both of them are the architects of this building. Okay, and this is also very famous for its skylight design and the diffused light into the library. So now let's have the scores, please.
Are you guys excited to know who's won? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have a winner. Thank God. I was thinking if we have a tiebreaker again, what are we going to do? We did not have a plan, and I cannot flip a coin now this time. So I'm glad. So we have a winner.
You want to
We have
this coin?
we have Swati. Swati, congratulations! You're the winner. You've got 2 points, and Jitin and Akhil with 1 point each. Take the second position that can be split.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations to all the 3 winners. And
Thank
would you
you.
like to say something, Dashak?
Yes, the winners will be awarded a cash prize, and somebody will be getting in touch with you for your prizes.
All right. So once again, congratulations to all 3 of them. Now, we would like to thank our sponsors, Targeti and Xylux, for this event, IALD Lighting Saturdays 2020 Lighting Quiz. We thank Kelly and Joe for all the technical support. Last but not least, we thank Dr. Amardeep Dugar for the direction, without which we would have not done any of all of this, and all the IALD members for their love and support. The next event will be Lighting Sketches on October 10th, 2020. So please stay tuned and do follow us on Facebook, Instagram pages of IALD and IALD India. Now we'd like to say something about the Indian festivals in September, that is Ganesh Chaturthi and Onam, shortly after which we will be having a festive lighting installation video too. Yeah, slide. So Ganesh Chaturthi is a Hindu festival celebrated annually throughout India to commemorate the birth of the elephant-headed deity, Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. Lord Ganesha is believed to descend from the mountain Kailash along with his mother goddess Parvati. Celebrations include worshipping the clay idols of Ganesha, preparing sweets such as laddus and modaks, processions of the deity, and celebrations are concluded by immersing the deity in water after 10 days. And after that, the first picture is for Ganesh Chaturthi. And the second picture you see on right is the Onam. Onam is an Indian harvest festival celebrated annually in the state of Kerala. The festival is celebrated to commemorate the King Mahabali, whose spirit is believed to visit the lands of Kerala every Onam. It is celebrated with a number of fun events like boat racing, martial arts, feast, decoration, etc. This day, Onam is also celebrated as the New Year of Kerala. So IALD lighting events have become a mode for all of us to celebrate the festivals too. So now please don't forget to tune in for the next event, that is the lighting sketches. Now we have a facade installation by Nirmit called the Mondial Square. Next slide, please. Yeah, the facade installation by Nirmit called the Mondial Square. And thank you, Nirmit, for the video. Please stay till the end. Thank you for joining in. This is Shrujana and Dashak signing off. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.